Chavez. Chief second only. Okay, these trumps are good here. These are good here. Mr. Duddy, this fight's for the WBC title. Mr. Duddy, give me a good, clean fight. Obey my commands and protect yourselves at all times. Señor Chavez, yo quiero una pelea limpia. Obedezcan mis órdenes y protéjanse a todo tiempo.
In 1993, when Julio Cesar Chavez fought his memorable bout in this building against Pernell Whitaker, accompanying him on that ring walk, Julio Jr. came into the ring that night with his dad as a 7-year-old. Tonight, 17 years later, Jr. fights, Dad accompanies. Whatever poignancy that brings hardly concerns John Duddy. He's here to spoil the father-son party.
But what goes around comes around, doesn't it? Duddy in the green, Chavez in the red.
One of the questions about this fight, and Raul talked about it on his keys to victory, fight tall. Will Julio Cesar Chavez fight tall? Will he jab? Will he use his reach advantage tonight against John Duddy?
That's what Freddie has him doing, fighting tall, using his jab. He doesn't have to get into the inside fighting yet. But I think sooner or later, he's going to be forced to work inside with John Duddy. He's going to be forced by the crowd, the emotions of the crowd, you know, just his pride, the Mexican pride. And he's going to, the way Duddy is pressuring him right now, I think in 5 or 6 rounds, we're going to see a toe-to-toe war.
I think the real bottom line for this fight is, will Chavez be able to back Duddy up? And if he doesn't, I think he's going to be in for a fight.
I totally agree. That's why he needs to use his jab and push Duddy back, because Duddy cannot fight going backwards. He only knows one way, and that's coming forward like he is right now.
And he's doing an effective job here early on.
The thing about Chavez, and there you see the jab, and he's pumping it out there now after a good first minute by Duddy.
Good right hand by Chavez also.
Nice counter, movement, lateral. There he goes again, hook. Not staying in front of him. Excellent leg work right now, footwork by Chavez.
You talked about lateral movement also, Raul, and he's doing that pretty well here.
Both fighters, really purposeful looks on their faces.
Well, this is one of those really even fights, and quite honestly, there aren't a lot of fights that you can say that about. Nice right hand put in by Chavez.
Chavez's body really looks good. He doesn't have that fleshiness. His face doesn't have any of that puffiness that sometimes he brings into the ring with him.
Yeah, you could see that right off the bat, even when I was looking at pictures through the internet. I mean, he's in great shape. You can see his definition of his body. And, you know, that's the work that Freddie, and let's give credit to Alex Ariza, you know, his conditioning coach, that put a lot of work, too, on Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. for this fight.
He is absolutely sharp in this first round.
But Duddy's right in there and has landed some big shots of his own.
He has. There's a double left to the body and a left to the head by Duddy, and then a good jab by Chavez. Chavez throwing a little bit more in combination, or rather Duddy throwing more in combination than Chavez. End of the first round. A very close round.
And a good first round, and precursor probably to better even to come.
Cut the ring off. Double your jab. Double the jab up. All right, sit down. Let's go.
Harvey Kite, the trainer you see there with John Duddy, has been reunited basically with Duddy. He was with Duddy from his 4th through his 20th fights. Then Don Turner was with him for a few fights. Then Pat Burns. Now he is back with Kite once again. Duddy, I think, is going to bring even more pressure, or try to bring even more pressure in round 2.
Yeah, they want him to cut the ring a little bit more.
I'd like to see a little bit of more head movement from Duddy. He can't afford to get busted up early in this fight. He's got to try to make Chavez miss.
By the way, Chavez does understand English, so Freddie Roach can talk to him in English, but they feel a little better sometimes if they translate in the corner.
Yeah, he's gone to school here in the States for a couple of years, Freddie told us.
But Roach made very clear he hasn't been any of the things I was warned about, like lazy or without a work ethic.
You know, and Freddie has the history of bringing the best out of different fighters. Of course, Manny Pacquiao.
But Chavez just missed a right hand to a wide open Duddy.
You can see Duddy wants that firefight we talked about.
He does. And he's a little bit more at close quarters in this second round. I think that's more effective for him.
Yeah, he needs to keep closing that gap. Cut the ring off like they told him.
There's a good jab by Chavez.
But he's not doing it. Chavez is able to move in that circle around the ring.
He keeps giving him angles, circling him around, popping them jabs out there quick. Crisp combinations by Chavez. He's scoring points.
Chavez not quite as active here. And I think that's because Duddy's more in his range. There was a right hand from Chavez. Chavez finding a home for that right hand. Misses that one. There's the jab.
It's a good jab. Although Fred Roach says sometimes it's just hard to get it out of him. You know, the thing is, it's kind of a double-edged sword for Chavez because he is a pretty good inside fighter. I mean, he's got excellent inside technique that he has, so I think he kind of likes it. But he makes fights perhaps tougher than they should be for him.
Exactly, but he needs to do it at the right time, when the time is right. Get inside, throw his short, sharp hooks and uppercuts, and get out quickly. Don't give Duddy the type of fight that he wants, especially now, this early.
Both guys heavy-handed punchers.
And I think Duddy's having a pretty effective round.
I do too.
That's exactly where Duddy wants Chavez.
Yeah, I thought a really effective round for Duddy. He got Chavez a little out of his comfort zone there.
I need you to move that head some more. You know what I'm saying? You're not moving that head enough. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him try to steal the rounds at the end.
All right, Duddy went to work getting Chavez finally pinioned up against the ropes. The beautiful right uppercut, and he followed up on it too. He didn't just stop there.
There he goes again. Flurries up and down. Excellent combination punching by John Duddy. I gave him the round.
Put that hook right in together. All right, on the ropes, the uppercut.
Water. Hey, Robert. Yeah, water.
Freddie Roach has great corner technique, actually, with a fighter, because usually he'll spend 20 or 30 seconds just letting the fighter relax. Pull out his trunks a little bit, give him a sip of water, then try to give him 1, 2 at the most things to think about.
That's all you need. You can't give a fighter instructions for the whole minute, especially when the worst mistake trainers make is when you got one trainer in one ear telling you to do something, you got another cornerman telling you to do something else. You confuse the fighter.
Chavez, again, using that lateral movement that was effective for him in the first round.
And again, the jab, too, by Chavez, coming to the fore in this round. There it is. It's a good jab.
It is a good jab.
And he flashes the left hook to the body for the first time, really, Barry. And it's a very good left hook to the body that Chavez has. He can throw it from the inside or from the outside.
And that right hand has some pop, especially when it's set up with the jab. It's a real test for both these guys.
Right. I think the fight actually might mean a little more to Duddy because he's 31, just from an age standpoint, you know. There's not going to be a lot of big chances if he can't come through for him tonight.
I agree, because if Chavez, you know, he's still young. If he loses here, he'll come back. He's capable of coming back. This is his first fight with Freddie Roach, and there's room for improvement.
I'm really impressed with Chavez's right hand. It's really quick.
Duddy, I think, is fighting with much more aggression and much more passion than he did in his last fight, which was on the Pacquiao-Clottey fight when he fought Michael Medina at the Cowboy Stadium.
I agree. I don't think he was happy with that fight, tell you the truth.
Well, he's motivated for this fight. I mean, he knew there's a lot of stake here. The winner here fights for a world title, and that's what Duddy has been looking for.
There's that right hand again by Chavez. Duddy, though, has not taken a backward step, and that's significant.
Let me tell you something. These are pretty meaty shots these guys are hitting each other
Yeah,
with.
they are.
There's no pitter-patter going on here. Even the jabs are hard.
Nice counter there by Chavez, and that's exactly what he has to keep doing here. Don't stay in front of Duddy. Score points and move out.
And there's a great bounce back round for Chavez Jr.
And I think there's a little cut alongside the eye of Duddy on his left eye. And in fact, Chavez also with a little blood alongside the left eye. Very close round. In fact, I think all three rounds have been very close.
Yes. It just depends on what kind of style of fighting the judges like here tonight.
Nice crowd, real enthusiastic. A lot of former world champions on hand, and they're seeing a real good main event. It's living up to the expectations of a good fight. Boy, that was a cracking right hand by Chavez, thrown with really good leverage. He sat down on it very nicely.
Yeah, that buckled, it looked like it buckled Duddy's legs a little bit. You would see it from a different angle, over the top.
He brings it really quickly, too. Well, you talked about this needs to be a war, and so far, Raul, it's been exactly that.
So far, I like the action that I see. But as I said before, I think as the rounds go, we'll see the closeness the fighters are going to get closer and trade shots toe-to-toe like they're doing right now.
Sharp right hand by Duddy, two of them.
Duddy's applying more pressure in this round.
Yeah, and this is where he wants to fight.
And Duddy using his body there, muscling him. Look at how he's pushing him up against the ropes.
And Chavez says, come on, and Duddy's more than glad to oblige.
See now here, Julio back to his instincts. He likes the fight. He likes the inside fight.
Nice uppercut by Chavez, but he takes 4 shots in return.
And this is fine with Duddy. Listen, Duddy would like to see that inside fight staying like this. Chavez can have a much easier time, I think, if he stays on the outside, uses his jab and the movement he's shown. But in this round, he has adjusted to a different style of fighting.
Good right hand again by Chavez. And a low one by Chavez. Chavez showing a lot of pop in both hands. And very quick, much quicker than I thought.
And blocking some of Duddy's shots, too.
Little swelling under the left eye of Duddy now.
Goes the jab. He's got to back him up. Every time he backs him up with that jab, double jab, he's got to step on it and throw his combination, get right out of it.
I'm really impressed how quick he brings his punches. Nice combination there, and for the first time, Duddy goes backward.
They really feel in the Chavez camp that Duddy can't fight going backwards. So if he can get him moving backwards, that Chavez would have a big edge. I thought Duddy had a real effective first 45 seconds in this round, but it's turned around right within the round.
Chavez starting to take it over right now.
He's taking a lot of steam out of Duddy the second part of this 4th round.
Great jab.
He switched there.
Jabs.
He switched there. He went from a left-hand jab to a double right-hand jab.
I don't know if I've seen Julio throw on the right-hand jab before.
Short, them are the short uppercuts.
Good right hand again.
Very, very effective here. And he's going to catch him all the time with them short right hooks and uppercuts, because you see Duddy, when he swings, he opens up, he swings wild.
He also has a tendency to get a little lazy every now and then with his left hand. There's the left hand right to the jaw.
Duddy actually tried to foot feint him, and Chavez wouldn't fall for it and countered.
That was a big round for Chavez, I think.
John, you want this?
All right, let's take a look at some of the action from that last round. Chavez elected to fight the early portion of the round in close, and he actually had some success. I know Freddie was probably thinking, I'd rather see him on the outside, but he was doing well.
There goes the right-hand jab. Then he switches back to right-handed with the left-hand jab of Chavez. I don't know if that's something that just came out naturally or he learned from Freddie Roach.
Chavez, I think, has been very impressive in fighting what I think is a very tough guy here. He's been very sharp, throws his punches quickly. They got a lot of pop.
Well, when you come into this fight, Barry, you know that he knows that he's stepping up and that he has to fight the best he's fought. And that's what he's doing right now.
He absolutely is. And he's in there with a tough guy. He's not going to go anywhere. Second round, or rather the fifth round, starts out at close quarters, just like the last one.
Duddy's feeling is that eventually he can make Chavez wilt in the later rounds. This is a 12-round fight, remember.
I think your point, Rich, is really well taken. That both these guys are throwing hard punches.
Even the jabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chavez, every punch Chavez throws a power punch. And I think...
another one.
I think if he doesn't load up so much, set it up, punches and bunches, then let the big bomb come, he'll be more effective and waste less energy, too.
A little short with that hook was Chavez. But Chavez now is catching a lot of Duddy shots on the gloves.
And Chavez is dominating this fight now, doing inside fighting. That's what Duddy does best. So far, this round has been in the middle of the ring. Chavez blocking a lot of punches, and it's that jab. It's the jab that Duddy can't get away from, and is setting up all the combos for Julio Cesar Chavez.
It's a really stiff jab.
But Duddy's jabbing well, too.
He is.
This fight, although Chavez appears to have the edge right now, I still think is up for grabs. And I think Duddy is in this fight.
I just don't know how long Duddy's face is going to hold up. I mean, he's starting to swell from all them power shots. And I'm surprised he's not cut yet.
Trying to work the body is Duddy. Good right hand again from Chavez. And it's the left eye of Duddy that is starting to swell. And another sharp right hand. And another by Chavez.
It also says something about the chins of the fighters, that these guys have landed big, monstrous blows. Neither man has been staggered yet.
No.
See, every time Duddy's backing up, you can't fight going that way. He's got to come forward. That's why Chavez is getting the best of him. Chavez just teed off in this round.
Chavez is starting to control the tempo of the fight now. They're going to have to get that inswell under the left eye of John Duddy. They're working on the right eye right now, but the left eye is worse.
Chavez, as you can see, is bruised a little under his right eye and some under the left eye as well. A little more serious, it looks, under that right eye. Miguel Diaz working on that right now. All right, let's take a look. Again, really sharp, hard punches landed in the last round. That overhand right really caught Duddy by surprise. Duddy was a little lazy with his left, bringing it back. Chavez made him pay.
You don't take his best, John. You don't take his best.
Saying you've taken his best. That may be true, but there's been a lot of it. This is round 6.
John Shorley of California is the third man in the ring. He's been very unobtrusive.
Hadn't had to do much.
Nope, these two guys are out to fight, not hold and clinch. And you know something, as rough house a fight as this has been, it's been a clean fight.
Has been.
So far, yeah, no elbows, no headbutts. Pure toe-to-toe action, and that's what the fans came to see here tonight.
Well, it's been exactly as advertised so far. I don't care who you're rooting for, you got to like this fight. Oh, that was right on the top of the head, that right hook. There's a great uppercut. And Duddy just keeps coming.
Yeah, and Julio is eating a lot more leather than he's accustomed to.
Yeah, he is.
Fights.
Yes, he is. Good cut of stagger. That hurt him. And Duddy, Chavez says, come on, and Duddy will oblige him. That was the best shot of the fight right there.
That's the first time someone was really rocked, and that knee really dipped by Chavez Jr.
Yes, he did. He did get rocked, but Chavez is being smart by covering up. You don't need to take a risk.
But Raul, is he doing the smart thing by fighting at this distance with Duddy?
No, he needs to get out of there, either that or hold him. But what I do like about it is that he kept his hands up.
And there's a right hand by Chavez. Didn't have quite the zip that some of his others have. Little blood from the nose of John Duddy now. They're just head-to-head and both throwing hellacious shots. That overhand right by Chavez, good shot.
Back and forth action. And, I mean, this favors Duddy. Duddy has him where he wants to in this round. After he hurt him, he's been able to catch him with some good shots after that. There he goes again.
And this is a vicious, brutal, grueling fight.
It is. There's a good right hand by Chavez.
Duddy comes back.
Yeah, Duddy trying to finish the round. I'll tell you what, it's like a Rocky movie.
I agree.
They're fighting in close. You see Chavez coming across with that uppercut, and again a second uppercut. That's working well for him, and that could be the ticket if he does. Now, but check this out.
Wow, overhand right by Duddy. That's where Chavez gets rocked. Surprised him. He covers up. Was able to get out of there. I know he was buzzed.
You know, Duddy, when he first started and he was in New York, he was knocking out everybody. He had 15 KOs in his first 18 fights. Since that time, he's been shown to be a guy who has good power, but not really a lot of big knockout power.
But he's got enough power to get your respect.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Incidentally, they've done a pretty nice job on that swelling under the left eye of John Duddy. Chavez comes out winging.
Second half of the fight. It was a close fight, guys.
Personally, I have it 4 rounds to 2 for Chavez, so I have him ahead 58-56.
I got him
56
yeah,
rounds.
I got it 58-57. Sorry.
I have it 58-56.
Yeah. For Chavez.
For Chavez.
But this is a fight where you can't say really with strong conviction who's going to win.
Exactly.
Now Chavez is he's staying in an inside fight. He's right within distance.
Wound up with that right hand. Those are caught in the gloves.
That movement of the first 2 or 3 rounds from Chavez and the jab, gone.
Yeah.
They're gone, yes. And I expected that. I mean, I knew sooner or later Chavez would go back to his own ways. And that kind of fight is not going to favor him tonight here with Duddy.
That's what you were saying. This is what Duddy wants, right? Well, he walked in a left hand, did Duddy.
This is Chavez's Mexican pride. Machismo, the crowd. And again, that's good for Duddy. He's doing well. He's doing well there.
It's a great punch for Chavez tonight. The overhand right. Duddy just doesn't see it coming. He loops it.
And not only that, he carries his hands low, too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He has a tendency to drop his left hand every now and then.
Junior, after each of his 2 toughest rounds, has come right back in the following round with a great bounce back round.
This could be a fight of attrition. I mean, both have thrown and taken a lot of punches.
Duddy now bleeding from the nose. Really good round for Chavez.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, very good round, I thought, for Chavez.
All right, early in the round, Chavez kind of reestablished control once again. That's been his signature punch so far tonight, the overhand right. It's one after another.
There he goes. He comes back. That overhand right keeps connected, keeps tagging Duddy. And if he keeps getting hit with that in the later rounds, might end the fight that way.
Body shot, John. Body, I need body shot. Right hand to the side, uppercut, John. Here. Don't worry about this stool, I got it.
Duddy really hasn't done a lot of body punching tonight. I think Chavez has been a little more effective to the body, but body punching wouldn't be a bad idea.
No, it wouldn't. Of course, he starts out with 2 to the head.
There's an elbow by Chavez Jr.
And then a left hook by Chavez Jr. And there's that overhand right again, and that's been the most effective punch of the night. There's a left hand and a right behind it by Chavez.
I think that rocked Duddy a little.
I think it might have.
You would have thought Duddy would have picked up that left hand after getting hit from that overhand right from Chavez. I mean, he's been getting pounded. This is about every round Chavez connects with that overhand right.
I don't think he's seeing it.
There There it goes again.
Well, he blocked that one.
Yeah.
There's the uppercut, and then they clash heads. Chavez catching a lot of Duddy's punches on the gloves right now.
He is pushing Duddy back. He's elected to fight at close distance.
Another good right hand. Duddy fights right back.
The thing is, Chavez feels comfortable inside. You know, it's gonna take, like Freddie Roach said, a lot longer than 5 weeks to get. You know, he feels like he's in a comfort zone when he's there.
I mean, you know, you can't take that away from him. He's always fought that way, and maybe he's doing it a little bit better now, more technical, closing down on his punches, not opening up so much like he is right now. Look, sharp
Nice combination again.
powerful shot by Chavez here. Look at that jab, beautiful jab.
Strong jab, and he turned that one a little bit too.
I think he's really turned the fight around here in this 8th round.
Controlled the last round, and I think he's controlling this one as well.
Now, I'm watching this brutal battle between these two, and I'm thinking back early this morning. I was in the coffee shop at the hotel. The two of them were just sitting like 2 tables apart from each other. It was such an odd dynamic, you know, having breakfast, smiling, talking with friends.
Coming down to the end of round 8. Another good run by Chavez, and he might have hurt that.
Are probably limited as fighters, but you know, he certainly has a spirit that's very, very willing.
Oh, big right hand right out of the box, Chavez. And another right hand. Duddy's starting to get opened up here.
Yeah, them are single power shots by Chavez. He's really doing some big damage here.
I realize that Chavez is a work in progress, but I am much more impressed with him than I have been in the past.
So am I. And a lot of it has to do with his conditioning. I mean, he's confident. He's not scared to throw punches. I mean, when you get tired and you know you can't go the rounds, from the training camp that he had, he feels that he goes 12 hard rounds, and he's showing it here today. I mean, as Freddie said, he sparred 12 rounds with 3 different fighters. And that's going to help your confidence when you're inside the ring like this.
I like his skill set. You know, I mean, he obviously prefers to fight in close quarters, but there's a good long right hand. And then Duddy ducked right into another right hand. And I think Duddy now is in reverse. And here comes Chavez after him.
He's not only in reverse, he's in real danger here, getting stopped.
Yeah, his legs were just about shot here. Trying to fight off the ropes.
That is just a
good right hand again. Chavez recognizing that he's got his man in trouble.
And the crowd senses the predicament that Duddy is in and trying to lift Chavez even more.
That's chant you hear is Junior, Junior, Junior. Duddy trying to fight back here. Uppercut again inside by Chavez.
How brave are these two? Oh, I'm telling you, this is really something to behold.
Oh, he turned him, hit him with a big right hand.
That's Freddie's work.
And a left hand behind it, and now Duddy is in big trouble. And Duddy fights off the ropes.
He still wants to fight, Barry.
Chavez got to be thinking, what do I have to do?
Duddy is losing his reflexes, he's losing his energy, but he is not losing his spirit.
Again, a right hand. He's really there for that right hand. Left hand down around the top of his trunks. Uppercut, right hand.
To me, this is a two-point round for Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Big, big round. What I started to say before is that he's got all the skill sets. He can fight inside, he can fight outside. Here is that big right hand.
There's a real battering that Chavez gave Duddy in this round. I called this a 10-8 round for Chavez, even though there was no knockdown involved. It was all Julio Jr. I thought Duddy might visit the canvas, but he is so full of passion for this fight that he refused to go down despite being hit by just brutal shots.
Yeah, Chavez, I mean, really punished him in this round. Duddy took a lot of punishment, but here we see his heart. He's trying to make a miss and trying to come back with a flurry that just shows the kind of heart this fighter has. And he did say this fight was about courage, heart, and desire.
But again, I think what Chavez has impressed me with tonight, he's not a one-act pony. It looks like he can fight a lot of different styles. He's got an outstanding jab. He may not have one-punch knockout power, but he's got a lot of pop in both hands. I've really been impressed with him. And Duddy trying to fight right back here.
Chavez keeping his hands up, asking him for some more. Duddy gives him some more.
Yeah, he did. A right hand that really got there.
You know, watching guys like this give their all in such a courageous battle always humbles me a little sitting at ringside. It makes me feel a little smaller as a person when I see what these two gentlemen are given.
I'll tell you what, tomorrow both guys, well, not tomorrow, for a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
this kind of gruesome fight like this takes a lot out of you, and they will be sore in many different places.
Places they didn't even know they had places. Duddy's still battling.
Oh, he's not giving up. That's just the type of fighter he is.
A lot of his punches being caught in the gloves of Chavez. Now Chavez opens up.
Oh, solid.
Big right hand. Duddy just not going anywhere.
There he goes again. That inside fighting reminds me of his dad. That's the way his dad fought inside. The way he blocked and countered and threw them short uppercuts and right hooks.
Good left hand again, and Duddy goes backward. His legs again start to betray him. Chavez senses he might be able to get him out of there now. Duddy in retreat. And then fights back with a left hand.
Still punching.
Yeah. There's another right hand from Chavez.
This is about really wanting it for both of these guys.
Good body shot by Chavez.
That one really seemed to hurt Duddy.
Duddy back into a corner again. Gets out of there. And then fights.
Barry, I can remember our friend and colleague Jim Lampley saying at the conclusion of the Eric Morales-Manny Pacquiao fight, this is boxing. Well, let me just play off that for a second. This is fighting.
Yes, absolutely. Well put. That was a very close round, actually.
John, right now, John, you're in a position. John, you need to knock out the win. You know what I'm saying? John, you got to get a knockout to win, John. I believe in you, John.
Honesty in the corner.
Yeah.
Chavez coming forward, blasts Duddy with that left hook right between his mitts. And Chavez just kept up the assault through much of the round, although Duddy did fight back later.
He was trying to fight back, but just that power shots of Chavez did not allow him.
As he gets his final words of instructions from Freddie Roach, I'm thinking this is not the fight that Freddie envisioned Julio fighting
I don't
tonight.
think so.
But it's still a winning fight as we see it here at ringside.
They told Duddy he needs a knockout. Let's see if he can go try to do that. Took a right hand again. Still plenty of pop in Chavez's punches. Wild right hand missed.
I think Chavez is really dreaming here of stopping Duddy and getting a little wild in doing it.
I think he's got a very chance of doing it. I see Duddy's mouth open. Signs of being tired. He's backing up.
Backs up again. Yeah, takes another right hand. Goes backward again. Takes another right hand. And then fights back.
Not too much damage there by Duddy. Takes a deep breath. Takes a shot.
Left hand, right hand behind it, and he's about to go. Throw right to the body. He's kind of pushing his punches a little bit now is Duddy. Chavez, another right hand, drives him sideways.
It is shocking that just from the sheer accumulation of hard punches that Duddy hasn't taken a knee at least at some point here.
Just not in his makeup.
And surprisingly, we haven't seen any cuts on Duddy or any big cuts.
Duddy's still trying to load up and find that home run ball. And it takes a right hand, a vicious right hand again. There was a headbutt. Chavez just stalking Duddy now. There's a combination.
Yeah, I really think Chavez is taking his heart away this round.
He's still fighting though.
And Duddy, I do believe, thought he would take Chavez's heart tonight.
Yeah, Chavez, there's a huge right hand. And Duddy against the ropes. Combination by Chavez. Duddy trying to throw punches. Chavez right on top of him. Pushes him into the corner.
Look at the energy of Chavez after 10 rounds of a pitched battle.
Won't take a lot more. But Duddy's still fighting back to the ropes. And will get out of the round.
Duddy almost collapses on his stool in the corner. Chavez had a slight advantage in the first minute, opened it up in the second minute, and then just an overwhelming finish to the round that may result in a 10-8 round for him there as well.
Goes that big right over the top and just accumulation of punches here by Chavez. Duddy going back, and that was a big, big round for Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Well, it's a fight now you almost wish would end with both men on their feet.
But I think Julio's going to go for it.
Oh, I think he will too.
Last round, fellas, last round.
Duddy wants desperately to finish the fight on his feet, but you know, the survival mode fight plan isn't in his
no, it's not going to happen.
purview.
If he goes out, he's going out on a shield. Chavez misses. Well, for a guy who occasionally would show up not in shape, Chavez very impressive tonight.
And it's a good thing for him that he was in shape for
You're
this
not
fight.
kidding.
Yeah, his conditioning has been incredible here tonight. He's been busy every round.
John Duddy came to fight. He came to win. He came in shape. And came with a pretty good fight plan, too. But Chavez just a little too much for him here tonight.
Yeah.
I think Chavez's jab was one of the big keys here. He wasn't supposed to do a lot of inside fighting, but hey, it worked for him tonight.
Yeah, I think it was 3 rounds of Freddie Roach's game plan, and then Julio said, I'm going to take matters into my own hands.
This is what I know.
But, you know, the next time out, that might stretch into 6 rounds of Freddie Roach's game plan. And then after that, all the time.
Right.
Well, that's what I say I'm impressed with him, is that he does have the whole package. He's capable of doing a lot of things. He's a lot better, quite honestly, than I thought he was.
I mean, they only had 4 weeks together. They got something to work with now.
And he's showing a pretty good beard tonight also. Final minute of this fight.
Well, I remember when Julio Jr. used to get carried around on the shoulders after the fights that Chavez would win.
Both kids, Omar and Julio.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone will pick up Julio Sr. and carry him around on the shoulders tonight.
Nice left hook at the end. Another big left hook by Chavez. And a double shot once again. A left and a right behind it. Another left. Duddy comes up with a combination. The proper way for this one to end.
And
what a fight.
Displaying their affection for both of these guys.
We saw 2 warriors tonight, Raul, no question.
Absolutely, and you know what? That's what the people came to see here tonight. A lot of credit, too, to John Duddy for taking so much punishment. He's got the heart of a champion.
Both these guys. There's a look at Senior, and I'm sure his heart was in his throat a little bit too, but he's got every reason to be proud of his son. I mean, I think what he did tonight too, in large part, was take a big, giant step out of the shadow of his dad too.
I agree, you know, because all through his career, you know, he is the legend, the son of a legend, as they call him. But I think tonight he really made a statement with Freddie Roach in his corner. Team Pacquiao, Alex Ariza, a complete team. I saw a lot of good things tonight here in Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And he's got a future now. You know, I think he really does.
I think so too. And I think also because of what he did tonight, people are not going to compare him so much with his dad.
Right.
He's not his dad.
Exactly. He answered a lot of questions. You know, he had 40 professional fights. They were carefully matching him, very careful. Duddy, at one point, was being brought up to fight Kelly Pavlik. So, can't take that away from Chavez Jr. tonight. He had an excellent performance. I had him winning unanimous here, 117-110 on my unofficial scorecard. We'll see what the judges have it.
Well, actually, that's what I have too.
There we go, 117.
Actually, I have 117, 111. So
okay, 117, 110. I might have made a mistake somewhere when I was at it. Who knows?
All right, let's get it up to Lupe Contreras now. We will have the official decision. Here's Lupe.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds, the official scorecard reads as follows. Damas y caballeros, Después de 12 vueltas, estas son las cifras oficiales de los jueces. El juez Langos anotó 120 a 108. Judge Langos scores it 120 to 108. Judge Crocker, 116 to 112. El juez Crocker, 116 a 112. Y la juez Letterman, 117 a 111. Judge Letterman scores it 117 to 111. For the winner, by way of unanimous decision. And now, the WBC Middleweight Silver Champion, para el ganador por decisión unánime. Y ahora, el campeón de plata peso mediano del CMB. La leyenda continúa. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
So there you have your winner, and I think a well-earned win over a really tough guy.
Absolutely, he deserves it. Hard work. Take some time off now and go back and see what else Freddie could teach him.
Well, I think certainly it's a good team, and I'm sure Freddie's going to be very proud of what he did today. They only had 5 weeks together, so this was only part of what Freddie has done with Julio Cesar Chavez. It can only improve from there. John Duddy came in here a confident fighter, and of course Julio Cesar Chavez being led in by his father, the infamous Julio Cesar Chavez, now Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Early on, John Duddy doing pretty good work. And then, as the fight went on, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. said, well, you know, I'm used to fighting inside. I think I'm going to try to take a crack at fighting this guy inside, and it worked out pretty well. Now, he got rocked by that right hand from Duddy, but it was the overhand right, I think, that was the biggest weapon of the fight. Good left hand there. But the overhand right, I think, was really the weapon that was the difference maker for Chavez.
I got to agree with you, Barry. I mean, and especially the jab, too, from Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., the conditioning. I saw a pretty complete package here, and there we see, very happy. Got a new champion, Chavez Jr.